news.
Education, politics,
Economics, culture. Weekly news, a roundup of national news of the week on Renouveau TV every Saturday.
Weekly news, the news to English speakers.
Time for our English Weekly program, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. Welcome on Weekly News. I'm Usman Sakara for the presentation. Welcome on Renouveau TV. After the umbrella organization of the civil society youth collective of the Commune 1 of the district of Bamako organized this Saturday morning at the place of Victoria in Sotiba Ase a peaceful march to support the Malian armed forces in the fight against terrorism. There were more than 100 young people to answer to the call of the collective. The aim was to pay tribute to the Malian soldiers who have fallen on the field of honor. In addition to young people, this peaceful march saw the participation of civil society organizations, elder people, and the communal authorities. After this peaceful march, the youth collective of Commune 1 is planning to organize blood donation days or 1,000 pocket operation for the Malian armed forces. Terrorist attack against Kona. The Malian armed forces were the subject of the jihadist attack in Kona on Friday, November 8th at around 7:45 p.m. The terrorists arrived by motorcycle and attacked the gendarmerie station. From the first shot, the element of National Guard have responded robustly. The terrorists have fled. The death toll is 2 civilians killed, 2 injured, including a gendarme. A vehicle of the gendarmerie was burned. The wounded were evacuated to the Sominian Dolo Hospital in Sévaré. From the beginning of the attack to midnight, the Malian armed forces patrolled the city of Kona and its surroundings in search of the said terrorists. The United States of America places the radical preacher Amadou Koufa in the blacklist of terrorism. At the head of Al-Qaeda affiliated to Katiba Masina, the preacher Amadou Koufa is accused of carrying out multiple attacks in the center of the country. He is leading an organization active in the region on behalf of a support group for Islam and Muslim, the main jihadist alliance in the Sahel. According to the State Department of U.S., the support group for Islam and Muslim has been responsible for the death of more than 500 civilians in the past 2 years. Among the attacks, simultaneous action against the General Staff of the Armed Forces of Burkina Faso and the French Embassy in Ouagadougou in March 2018 are figured out. The U.S. decision comes 2 days after the announcement of the death of one of the main leaders of the support group for Islam and Muslim, the Moroccan Ali Meishou. According to the U.S. diplomat, the progress of Al-Qaeda and the Islamic State are also active in the area is a major challenge in the region. The Front for the Safeguard of Democracy support armed defense and security forces in the fight against terrorism during a press conference held on Thursday, November 7, 2019. The movement that brings together political parties and civil organizations involved in the operation called for the general mobilization for FAMA for the return of peace and security. Details. For the memory of his soldier who had fallen on the field of honor, the opposition observed a meditation. The leader of the opposition and his comrades are not limited to the tribute. They urge the Malian mobilization and the government to be on par with the effort of the military on the ground. For the opposition, bad governance is the reason for this heavy balance sheet against the armed forces of defense and security. The political opposition gathered in the Front for the Safeguard of the Democracy envisages a march of support to FAMA. The mayor of the 6th commune of the district of Bamako and neighborhood communes have been on strike since last Monday to denounce the arrest of Adama Sankare, mayor of the district, and other mayors, including those of Baginenda, Mutugula, and the 2 elected officials of the district. According to the vice president of the mixed union of the community, the slogan is followed at 80%. Note that this week stoppage will continue until Sunday, November 10. At the invitation of the Mouvement Malien tout court, the Minister of Culture visited last Saturday the display center in Zantigila on the road to Ségou, a site proposed and maintained by the movement, accompanied for the occasion by the UNESCO representative in Mali and the Cultural Affairs official of the African Union. Ndai Ramatoulaye Diallo offered food and blanket to the display. Commentary. It's the inhabitants of Jumbo, a small village located in the circle of Bandiagara, that have found refuge here, a site made available to them by the Malian tout court, and it's the Fulani and the Dogon who live in symbiosis on this site, an exemplary cohabitation that the Mouvement tout court simply want to spread throughout the country. Present alongside the Minister of Culture, the UNESCO representative Edmond Munkala said he was impressed by the working method of the Malian movement and urged Africa to do the same, drawing inspiration from our rich culture to preach peace and understanding. This is the approach adopted by the Mouvement Malien tout court. A ton of living, 2 barrels of courage, and 1 million CFA francs. This is the gift that Ndai Ramatoulaye Diallo brought to the display, even if she didn't want to speak to our microphone at the end of the visit. The City for Promotion of Local Government Officials is now called the General Divisional Late Kafuna Kone. Coupled with the 11th anniversary of the promotion, this ceremony of baptism took place this Monday, November 4th, at the Training Center of Local Authorities under the theme Civil Service, What Perspective. The ceremony recorded the presence of the element of the promotion of all regions of Mali. It should be noted that the City for Promotion is the only promotion of the officials of the territorial collectivities integrated by competition since 2018. The ceremony recorded the presence of the family members of the late Kafuna Kone. Let's go now to Ségou in the city of Balanzan. After the official launch of the Association for the Development of Dar es Salaam and Ségou last Saturday, the members of the association have proceeded to the inauguration of basket dedicated to the late Muntaga Coulibaly alias Nege. Commentary. This is the beginning of the socio-economic development activities announced by the members of the Association for the Development of Dar es Salaam and Ségou. According to the president of the association, Mohamed Yakuba Diallo, this grove dedicated to the late Muntaga Coulibaly alias Nege aims to revitalize the city. This gesture of development is well appreciated by the authorities of the urban commune of Ségou. In addition to this grove, the members of the association plan to carry out other activities in the coming days, such as the sanitation of the city, the organization of capacity building courses for children, and planting other trees. Let's come back to Bamako. Presentation this Thursday, November 7th, of the result of the study on road traffic accident in the district of Bamako, led by Citras Sante. This study was financed by the African Development Bank for 207 million CFA francs. The opening ceremony was chaired by the Minister of Transport and Urban Mobility in the presence of several stakeholders. Financed by nearly 207 million CFA francs from the resources of the Korean Trust Fund, this study on improving road safety in the Bamako district made it possible to take stock of the risk of accident, but also of make proposals for more safety on the roads in Bamako. The choice of Bamako to carry out this study is well justified according to the Malian authorities. It must be remembered that road safety remains the concern of the Malian authorities, which is manifested by the financing of road safety improvement projects, the strengthening of the capacity of the structures involved in the fight against unsafe roads, as well as educational projects to road safety. Another presentation, presentation of the progress report of the USAID Malisira project after use gains since its launch in 2016 to improve the quality of learning levels of first and second years of people in some areas of the country. The USAID Malisira project met this first day the actors to present the result of its activities. The day was chaired by the Secretary General of the Ministry of National Education. Report. Started in February 2016, USAID Malisira is now in his 4th year of implementation. Before embarking on its last year of implementation, project leaders found it necessary to review SIRA's achievements, reflect on lessons learned, and discuss challenges and opportunities. From its beginning to the present day, the project has always benefited from the support of the Ministry of National Education. USAID Malisika intervenes in 10 teaching academies and 56 educational activity centers in the Kulikoro, Segu, Sikasso, and Bamako district in the teaching, learning, and reading and writing in classroom, first and second grade of public and community schools. Opening this week of the last regular session of the High Council of the Communities for the year 2019. It was in the presence of the Prime Minister Bubo Sise, the President of the other institution, the member of the government, and accredited ambassador in Mali. On the agenda of this session, which will last 1 month, the text summary by the government for opinion and other matters. At the opening of the second session, which will allow the national councillors to examine several burning issues submitted by the government for opinion and other issues, the president of the institution put an accent on national consultation, one of the most major projects of the second term of the president of the republic. For Mamadou Satiki Sidibe, inclusive national dialogue is the hub for Malians. This session also opens when the Malian armed forces are fighting against terrorism, and the president of the High Council of Communities took the opportunity to support Fama in this difficult time in the history of Mali. The social and categorical demands and requests for further development of the region also attracted the attention of the president of the High Council of Communities. In addition, he highlighted his participation in activities undertaken by the government and partners. Remember that the second regular session of the year 2019, which began this Monday, will continue until Tuesday, December 3rd. Women Coordination called the opposition and the coordination of movement of Azawa to participate to the national dialogue for peace and reconciliation. The network of women parliamentarians of Mali pleased opposition parties and the coordination of the movement of Azawa to take part in the wake of the inclusive national dialogue planned for the coming days in Bamako. During a press briefing last weekend, women parliamentarians announced that they will soon start taking steps to involve everyone in this dialogue. In accordance with the political agreement of governance of May 2nd, the government of Mali is preparing to organize an inclusive national dialogue after the communal, local, and regional phases. For the success of this meeting, women parliamentarians invite all parties to participate. Beyond a general appeal to all Malians, MP members have particularly addressed the opposition and former rebels of the SEMA who do not want to take part in the meeting, whose conclusion will allow the necessary legislative and administrative reform for the exit of the crisis that knows our country since 2012. The MP elected to Burem Hydra Aishata Sise promised that a network in collaboration with the women of other associations will start immediately negotiation with the groups mentioned above in order to obtain their adhesion to the last phase of the inclusive national dialogue. This is the main news of the week. Let's go to the second part of the program, which is At School. At School is a new program that promotes not only English language, but different schools that teach English languages. So in this different school, we see how English language is touched. Let's follow. Welcome at School. Today we are at School Mafa. Mafa is located in Yorojambu in community of the Bamako district. To talk more about this school, we are with the founder of the school, Mr. Adukulbali. Mr. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you very much. Before explaining Mafa, let me greet all the auditors of Renouveau, all the staff of Renouveau, and the staff of Mafa also. As you said, Mafa is a big school located at Rojambu, not far from the 26th March Stadium. We are here, we have many levels. We have a kindergarten, We have a fundamental school, a grammar school, and a professional one. In grammar school, we have many series, the 10th form, the 11th form, and the 12th form, science, literature, and economy. At the professional school, we have many series also, for example, accountancy, secretariat, and electricity. That is MAFA. In MAFA, like all schools, we are obliged to study English. We are obliged to teach English because of the official program of the Minister of Education requires it. We teach English at all the levels, from the fundamental school to the grammar school to the professional school, because we cannot go today without English. English is very important. Me, for example, I used to travel. Wherever you go in the world, if you speak English, you can make somebody to solve your problem. This is what we taught pupils, to be interested into English because it is the most spoken language in the world. I think the quality of teaching is very good. You will discover right now with the teachers in the classroom, you will find them that they are very good teachers, because I myself is an English teacher. I cannot choose teachers like that. I think that I made very good choices.
After the meeting with the staff of the school, we now go to the class to see how teachers are teaching and how people are interested in this language.
20 sentences. You are going to read these sentences and do this activity. Read the sentences carefully and do the activity, instruction. In a group of 6 students, even though you are more than 6, you are going to do this job in group. In a group of 6 students, underline all the expression of purpose.
The topic was, we were studying a function lesson, and it was about the expressing purpose. The aim of this lesson is to enable the students, my learners, how to express themselves in the daily life with the expression of purpose. This method is called the competency-based approach, approach for competence in French, and this method is very efficiency, and I think that the students, the learners, can express and they can develop their communicative skills with this method.
With this focus person here, you stand up. Yes? Stand up. This focus person, stand up. There. This good. Yes? Stand up. Now what you are going to do, is you are going to exchange. So go there in this group, you are going to come here and go there. You also, you can come there, come here. Hurry up. Go there. Yes, two, yes. Two. In order to.
So as.
Excellent.
So that.
So that. Very good. the expression of purpose are two is an expression of purpose. To buy here is an expression of purpose. In order to is an expression of purpose. So as to here is an expression of purpose. So that is an expression of purpose. Okay, now what do you remark? What do you remark? Meaning, what is the question you can ask here so as to find this? What is the question we can ask here to find the expression of purpose? How do we express? What is the question we are going to ask to express the expression of purpose? Is to visit Cebu. To visit Cebu is the purpose. Now, what is the question we are going to ask to find this? I am going to visit my family. What is the question I'm going to ask here? Why are you going to go to Cebu? This is the question. Why are you going to go to Cebu? In order to so that the different excellent expression of purpose in the sentences. The question why something is done. Two, in order to, so as to, so that are the expression of the different expression of the purpose in the sentence. The sentences express purpose and answer to the question why something is done. Understand? Yes.
Most of the time, they do the activity together and give the product of their activity. And we exchange about the product. We choose a spokesperson. This spokesperson is going to exchange the product of the group to the overclass. And that is how we try to do the different activity.
So this means that the teacher is only the facilitator?
Yes, the teacher is only the facilitator. He is only the guide. Importance of English nowadays, I can say we cannot live without this language nowadays. English is very important because it is the language of the United Nations, the language of the United Nations, the language of the world markets nowadays, the language of science. So this language, we cannot say that this language is not important. It is very important, and I encourage my students to learn this language.
So as you notice, we were at the school Mafa, and the Mafa is located in Yorajambugu. So here takes an end this program today. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Until then, take care.
Weekly news.
Education, politics,
economics, culture, weekly news, a round-wrap of national news of the week on Renouveau TV every Saturday.
Weekly news, the news to English speakers.